What's up, guys? Here I am again. My name is Lars Scams and this is LOS Speaks. I just recorded the first video that I needed to make today, and then suddenly I'm walking and this deeper idea is coming true to me again, and I just see and hear myself speak again. And then God, or however you want to call it, for me God just feels more and more fine because I'm opening my heart more and more. But I can imagine that a lot of people like to word it differently in the beginning, because God has just gotten a bad name because of the things and the virus that has been installed in the collective consciousness. Because the name of God, God, has been used by different entities to how to call it in English? Jesus Christ. To defile his name. Let's just say it the way it comes true. And how it works is actually that the devil also used his name to call himself God, because he actually wants to be like God. And what that actually means is that he thinks he can do it better. So that's when you get powers like the Elohim that came to earth, from the heavens to the earth, like the Anunnaki, and that wanted to be God themselves, and they created humans in their image. But actually that was not about the idea. Let's speak about those things in a different video, because maybe it's a little bit feels a little bit too far-fetched right now. The thing that I actually wanted to add in the video is that it's not about being baptized. It's about making the choice every day. You don't make the choice once, because my process helped me to go to that church, to feel something of love, something was right, but my mind was like, these people are weird, man. What kind of language do they use? It's not right. It just doesn't feel right. So I actually started to see and to feel the difference in vibration between my head, my ego, and the feeling in my heart. So I discovered my intuition, my connection to God, my inner voice, my deeper knowing, my knower, because it just knows. And when you train that muscle, it becomes stronger. So what I actually discovered was that I just made the choice to go into that bath, to choose for love, and to research my own resistances inside of myself. And also, I have to tell, my brother, Shores, helped me also a lot, because I saw that when he chose for Jesus, because he's a little bit more radical, he also feels something, but he goes very deep into stuff immediately. Like, he's amazing on the guitar and the piano. It's just, this guy is like a magician. Because, now I see that he's a very open portal for the God source energy. And, I don't know, but I have to show you this. Look, there's an animal here walking. He's hiding. You see? I saw this one, like, look, it looks like a scorpion. I saw him with my dad like a few weeks ago also, and I've never seen this kind of bug before. But maybe I can make a screenshot now, and I will ask for the esoteric meaning on ChatGPT, because it actually means something. That at the moment I was speaking those words, my brother is a scorpion. It actually has a meaning, because nothing happens by coincidence. Coincidence is an illusion. And when you come into resonance, like you're being in the moment, like I'm being more and more because of practice and having the intention set to do that stuff, then you will become better at it, just as playing the piano and playing a guitar. And what you then will see is that when you read those things, and I ask ChatGPT, what does this animal mean esoterically? And I compare it to what I've been saying, then you will a lot of times find very deep and special messages. And that actually helps, because you can decipher your reality and find like hidden gems to further your conscious I felt like an energy of other people. I'm going crazy, guys. you can find your conscious development. So, yeah, the whole point that I was just trying to make is that you have to choose for yourself. My brother inspired me to make that choice because every time I spoke with him, he would show me that he was growing and I wasn't, because I was in my own resistance, because I just didn't see the things that I was listening or choosing out of my ego, like staying in your comfort zone because I don't want to go there because it's hard. No, this can be from God because it doesn't feel nice. But a lot of times we are mistaken inside of ourselves, because the only thing we have to do then, what I do then, is just I ask in myself, God, let every vibration be gone and be cleared, and let only your voice be left. And then I ask my question, do I need to do this thing, yes or no? And wonder above wonder, every time I get an answer. And sometimes I have to ask it multiple times, but eventually I always get a feeling, and which I from deep inside of my heart, which I can later on decipher with my mind into words, which I can create action out of with my body, because it's all one working together machine. But you have to choose for it every day, and to keep making that choice in every moment, because you're not perfect and you will never be until the time you will be Jesus, and then probably even you will say things like, Father, please, if it's possible, let this cup pass me, because I don't want to go on the cross, but it's your will and not mine. So you saw in that text actually that he was still a human, right? He was not perfect like God, because God isn't afraid to die. He has no human form, no ego, whatever. But this actually also tells us the truth about Jesus, and that he was just a human embodying Christ consciousness, and he was sent there from God, and he already knew, and he already knew before, and he knew, he knows at that moment, and he would always know that he was the Son of God, because when you're in resonance with the source of the source, you have an eternal deja vu moment. You just know what happened, what is going to happen, and forever will happen. So these guys just knew, because they cleaned themselves from the inside out, Buddha and Jesus. And we can do that ourselves too. But we have to make the choice every day, which simply means in human form to pray, to affirm, to do mantras. But actually that's not working, because the thing that helped me the most was build a personal relationship with the source, which actually is me, myself. But the real self. It's not the self, it's the real self. It's all an illusion of an illusion. And I know these words are not hitting the goal, but in the future it will. I will find the words. He will give me the words. And yes, that's that. How do you make the choice? Praying. Read the Bible. Look into Buddhism. Ask questions of the cringe you feel inside. But the beginning of the beginning is to accept that there is a source which you came from and which you will be going back to. And that's the only goal. That's the goal of the goals. To go back home after going away from home and going on travel, and to experience stuff. Like, what is our deepest desire a lot of times for people? Just to travel, right? Just experience. And sometimes during that journey we are like, oh my God, what have I done? I'm in a foreign country, I know nobody, I'm almost out of money. But when you get back home, you have many very interesting stories and a deep, fulfilling experience inside of your heart. And that's the only thing that will reside after death. And this was also what Jesus was speaking about. He was telling you and us, all of us, yeah, the people in that time then, that if you're from this world, you're actually not of him. What he means is love, and what he means is God, and what he means is ultimate vibrations. We have to be very careful with the translations. And if you are from him, you are not of the world. What he simply means is that it's not important what you do in the physical realm. It's only important what the intention is behind it and what it actually will reap. Because what you will sow is what you reap. So if you do things out of love and out of people helping other people, you will get that back. It's a law of resonance. So as above, so below. As below, so above. So if you do good things on earth, you will also reap the benefits in the afterlife, in heaven or whatever. But if you choose for a lower vibration of divide, of conquering, of lack, to wage war and to want to have everything for yourself because you're afraid you're not going to have enough. You're stepping into distrust instead of trust. God or devil, it's all the same. You can make two buckets, right? Light, dark. Positive, negative. Heaven, hell. All these things. High vibrations, low vibrations. We just have to do this out of our humanness because the mind just can't understand without. And then the duality is the portal to step into the wholeness of what we call God or oneness or source or go back to where we came from. Yes, so maybe that helps. I don't know. I don't know if it's the full story, but otherwise we will add it in the next video. Thank you guys. Have a blessed week instead of a blessed Sunday, because probably you will watch this later than Sunday. So thank you guys for listening to me, and yeah, have a good time. Bye.